Larissa and Eric from 90 Day Fiance are getting married? What? I don't even know what is going on. But a few minutes ago, Larissa posted that picture right there in a freaking wedding dress. There were several different shots of it. She was in a wedding dress. She posted a caption with it, and she tagged Eric. She said in that post saying, "Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending." And she had the wedding gown and like a man and a white heart, and then she tagged Eric. So you're probably wondering, what in God's name is going on? And as far as I can see, we don't really know a ton. Larissa keeps pretty quiet. Okay, I thought her and Eric were done. That's what I was kind of under the impression. I do know that she moved from Las Vegas over to Colorado Springs with Eric, but it sounded like once they got there, they ended up going their separate ways, and they were just going to be friends, so I thought. But apparently, there's more to the story. We did find out a few days ago that Larissa did end up moving into her own apartment by herself, no roommates, no financial support, and she said that she can, dress it and she can furnish it, I guess, however she likes, and that's a big accomplishment for her, so I guess, good for her, but some which way around there, she's apparently marrying Eric. Now, I guess it could be clickbait. I just don't see why she would fake it. Honestly, she did say a few days ago that she has some very big news, so if I had to guess, if y'all wanted me to stand right here and guess, I would say that, yeah, they probably are going to get married. They are extremely money hungry. No offense. Yeah, that's not a bad thing, but they want money. And when I say they, I mean Eric and Larissa. So more than likely, they are just trying to get some attention. Maybe it has to do something with the fame of, I don't even know, or maybe even something with the green card and she has to marry someone to stay here. I really don't know, but that would kind of make some sense possibly. So maybe she's going to pay Eric. Who really knows at this point? But there was like a real possibility that Larissa might be getting deported. That was always the rumor, that she was actually going to have to leave if she didn't marry someone, and Eric's probably her next best thing, and she for sure probably just told the guy, "Listen, marry me, we can still do our own thing, and I will probably even pay you," because she makes a crap ton of money from OnlyFans. And Eric, who was also money hungry, was probably like, "Sure." So I don't know for sure what is going on, but if I had to guess, it's probably something like that. And I really don't think it is fake. She was with Eric all today. He was helping furnish her new apartment, and it just, my gut tells me that it's for the green card. Now, please comment below. I want to hear what you guys have to say, but if I had to guess, like I said, probably for the freaking green card. But of course, I could be wrong. I really just do not think it is fake. I think the marriage itself is not a true, real marriage, but it will be a legal marriage is what I'm trying to say. But I think they're doing it just for her green card. But like always, y'all better comment below. And while we are talking about Larissa and Eric, we might as well talk about Larissa's ex that got her on this freaking show, because we just found out a little bit of a sneak peek from the new 90 Day Fiance Single Life show. And if you don't already know, I'm talking about Colt, but not just Colt. I'm also talking about Vanessa, and not just Vanessa. I'm also talking about Jess and her new man, Brian, because on the 90 Day Fiance Single Life show, we got to see, and don't even ask me why, I don't even want to stand here and explain it, but oh, it's so stupid. Colt is trying to win over Vanessa. Right now, they are just friends, but still with the romantic stuff in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. And it's like, it's the most ridiculous, awkward thing. And long story short, at this point in the show, Colt said that he wants to reach out to Jess because she, number one, moved to Las Vegas, and number two, because she got married, he now feels like he needs to apologize. Do I think that is true, number one? Okay, real quick, no, I don't think that is true. I think it is fake. I think he's just, I think the producers of 90 Day Fiance probably said, "Look, Colt, your series is boring, you need some drama, and call up Jess for some drama." That's probably what happened, but he calls her up, they go out to dinner, he's going to apologize, and we finally got to see what actually happens during the dinner. Now, we did not see the end of it. We got to see the beginning and the middle of the dinner. And basically, they sit down. It was very awkward. Jess looked honestly pretty freaking mad. And this Brian guy, if you have never heard him talk, he's a typical Michigander. Nothing against Michigan people. I'm a Michigan person too. But Michigan people are all chilled out. And I know that's why it's so weird to say that I'm from Michigan. I'm not very chill. But most Michigan people are very chill and calm and cool and go with the flow. And they're just very nice, calm people. Okay, yeah, that's Brian. Brian says about 3 words a minute. I'm not saying he's dumb, but he's very cool, calm, okay, cool kind of a guy. And he just goes with the flow. So he was pretty cool. And Vanessa, I feel like she just felt like a complete raging idiot because she cheated with Colt on Jess. So it was very awkward. They sat down, they talked about their cats, weird, and then basically Jess was like, listen, what do you guys want? You invited me. Brian kind of said it too. What is it you guys want? And Colt said, here's the deal. I'm sorry. I just want to apologize. You know, me and you, we should have, broken up a lot, earlier than we did, and that is that. And so Jess was like, I shouldn't really believe it because obviously Colt is a liar. So she goes to Vanessa and says, Vanessa, do you tell me what happened? And Vanessa says that she met Colt while he was still with Larissa. We all knew that online. They ended up meeting up. Now here is kind of the interesting thing. She was also married too. When I say she, I mean Vanessa. But some which way or another, she started dating another man, and apparently that made Colt pretty freaking jealous. So I guess Colt got jealous and wanted to get back at Vanessa, and that is why he went and got Jess. I don't know if that is true. I don't know if he's just making it up. Who really knows? But that's what Vanessa claimed. He was so mad he wanted to get back at Vanessa with Jess. I mean, maybe that's true. I would love to hear more specific details of freaking Vanessa's, ex-husband. And I think John Yates actually had him on his channel. And I never did watch that, though, because it was like an hour-long interview. I'm sorry, but it was really long. But I would love to hear more details about actually what went down with the whole freaking thing. Because Vanessa talks in these loose, bubbly words where it's like this date, that date, but you never really hear anything specifically. What? Because if you were married, then you met Colt while you were still married, and then it's like you met this other guy and you were still married. So, and then because she just, here's a spoiler alert. I don't know what actually happens, but we did see, spoiler alert, like anyone freaking cares, but we did find out that Colt did propose to Vanessa. I don't know if she says yes. Who knows what she says? But supposedly that he proposed like a day after her divorce got finalized. So that's why I'm like, okay, all of this stuff was going on while she was still legally married. That's why I feel like Vanessa, she talks in these bubbly words that don't really ever make any freaking sense. But anyway, long story short, we have Larissa. She's now marrying Eric, supposedly. And now it's like Colt is probably going to be marrying Vanessa, and Jess married freaking Brian. So very bizarre, very hilarious. Comment below what y'all think. And if you're wondering, you are right. We are coming up on a new episode of 90 Day Fiance coming up very soon. And if you're wondering what we're going to expect, we did get to see a couple little sneak peeks. Honestly, all I have one word: weddings. And that is the point of this show. So I don't know why I'm acting like that's a drag. That is the literal point of this show. 90 Day Fiance is for weddings. The whole freaking thing, Fiance, it's about marriage. But it's like Rebecca and Zia, they get married. It's a self-filmed video. That just bugs the crap out of me. And not that I wanted people during the pandemic, running around. And they got married in the heart of the pandemic, like in March of last year. That was like in the middle of it. So not that I want that. And I totally get why they had to do it. But re-watching freaking Rebecca's daughter, Tiffany, move a camera around like this, it's just like, oh my God, couldn't you have freaking got her a camera stand? Because when we watch this footage, it's awful footage. And so we guys see them get married. Woohoo, great. They do appear to be happy in present day. I'm sure it's been pretty rocky, but they do appear to be happy. Mike and Natalie, I don't know what is going to happen, but we ended off last episode of Natalie trying to go to this motel, not once, but 2 times, and the second time the motel just said, look, we cannot use Mike's credit card without him physically being here and his license, which that to me is honestly fake, because when I was a lot younger, I have used other people's credit cards a lot, actually, to book a hotel, and I not have their credit card. So it could be a motel policy of that specific motel, but if I had to guess, I don't want to say it's fake, but it seems pretty unlikely, so I don't know. And it looks like, Natalie does end up going back to Mike's. She has to spend the night, and they probably talk other differences, and they end up getting married. But if you don't already know, they do get married, but now in present day, they are separated and going to get divorced. And we can thank that info to Uncle Bo, because Uncle Bo freaking told, like, In Touch Weekly or something. So, completely crazy, and I don't even know how they even got in contact with that guy. And if you're already going to say you should interview him, trust me, y'all, I freaking tried. How do you contact the guy? He's not on social media. I guess I could go through, I don't even know, maybe Mike? I have no idea. So, anyway, yeah, that is their deal. But we had the same thing, Rebecca, they get married. Mike and Natalie, they actually end up getting married in 2 days too. And then Yara and Joby, they are going to get married. They're in Vegas right now before the pandemic, before all the craziness went down. And they do end up getting married. Sorry, but spoiler alert, pretty common knowledge. They end up having a baby too. So they got married. Brandon and Julia, they end up getting married too. Now at this point in the season, the only couple I really freaking care about, honestly, because Stephanie and Ryan, they're done. And we all can pretty much guess. I mean, for crying out loud, Stephanie's not going to get with Harris. There is no chance chance that she does that. So at this point in the season, I'm like, shoot, I mean, who is going to, I mean, so it's like, you know, there's no suspense. We know what's going to happen. The only couple I don't really know is Andrew and Amira, and I honestly, I can't stand here and say I don't know, because I do have these, I've heard rumors, but the rumors to me, it's like, okay, someone freaking messaged me not that long ago, a couple months ago, with a freaking paperwork that had Amira's info, legal binding info on it, stamped, saying she came to America in July of 2020. And I read it and said, ooh, I was, you know, like a kid in a candy store. I said, oh my God, I have a spoiler. Apparently the person lied and, you know, graphic designed the whole freaking thing and photoshopped it, because she doesn't come, because we got to see in the last episode, she does go back to France. And we got to read some pretty nasty text by Andrew. Now it's like, you know, Andrew, I heard a rumor. I did not hear it from his mouth. I heard a rumor that Andrew was like, those texts weren't real, which that is like, okay, dude, it's one thing to say that 90 Day Fiance morphed your, you know, clips and they cut it and clipped it in a certain way, but if you're going to start saying that they faked text, because the texts were on the screen, I'll try to post the text right there. They were on the screen for everyone to see, so they did not fake them. The chance of them literally photoshopping the text are like 0 to none. That's probably illegal, so they didn't do that, no way. But we saw the text and everyone was like, oh, okay, now we can pretty much prove it. Andrew is being a big gigantic jerk. He was going off on her. It was very weird, very emotional, just not cool of him. And so she goes back to France. Now there is a rumor though that she is now with a new man who's in California, covered in tattoos, long hair, all that jazz. That does not surprise me. The thing that surprises me though is that this paperwork, I saw the paperwork that Amira came here in July. So I'm still kind of sitting at the edge of my seat like, okay, is she going to still come here? It's probably unlikely, probably a long shot, but you never really know. And the inside of my gut is telling me that Amira is in America. Now I know it's probably not true. It's probably not the case. And Andrew's mom came on my channel and she was bad-mouthing the crap out of Amira, honestly. And so it's like, is she in America? Probably not. But it's still, the paperwork is just holding me on. So maybe the paperwork was fake. I don't know. And I can't even remember, for the love of God, who sent me that paperwork. But whoever sent me that paperwork, and seriously, I am mad at you. Well, alright, y'all, 90 Day Fiance, it feels good to have some drama. You know what? It's been a boring last couple weeks, and when we got that Uncle Bo info, and you know what also, it feels good to be right, because I freaking came out here before, like, I don't even know, I came out a lot, like, last Saturday, and then the In Touch Weekly stuff came out on, like, Monday, Tuesday, and I was like, ha ha ha, I already talked about that, so it feels good to get some drama with Mike and Natalie. Andrew and Amira, what's the saying? You're not gonna wait till the fat lady sings? I am not calling them off till the fat lady freaking sings, because I don't know where they're going to go. Likely because Amira's new man, who I follow on Instagram, like, I've seen it, he posts screenshots of him literally FaceTiming with Amira, and obviously it's her. So to me, it's like, well, they probably are freaking honestly not together, and she's probably with this new man, probably. But we're gonna have to wait and see. And Larissa and Eric and everything else, I will let y'all know the first thing I hear it. I'm sure though, I mean, come on, let's be real, let's be honest, it's probably for a freaking green card. Why else would they just like, why would they get, that's the dumbest, let's think about this logically. Why would Larissa and Eric get married? There's no reason, literally no freaking reason. They don't probably want to have kids, they don't, you know, care about living together. It's like, it's not, it's a religious thing. So yeah, she's already been married like a couple times. Why would she marry this guy for no apparent reason? Okay, the apparent reason, the green card. I could be wrong, you can call me rude, I don't really care, but that's just kind of how my gut feeling is. And yes, y'all, we are very, very, very close to the season finale. It is like it's gonna be in April, I think, around April 18th. My birthday's on the 16th, so 17th would be Saturday, Sunday, 18th. I think the season finale is going to be on the 18th, the last episode, and the tell-it might be the week after. I could be wrong, though, but we are very, very, very close to the end of this season. Well, guys, 90 Day Fiance, thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit the comments below, hit the subscribe, follow button, hit the share button, that big, beautiful share button, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.